Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Hey, Steve. I'm on vacation. Tomorrow, I'm actually going to be doing GTA 5. Now I'm off for a week. I want to do something different, really different. So tomorrow is GTA day. I've just barely started the single player. So you guys can watch me mess around with that. Well, I got 100% on it on the PS3, and I want my nephew to be able to play on the PS4 because the quality is better. He enjoys it on the PS3, but we can do better. Wednesday, I don't know. Thursday, I won't be online. Friday is Star Wars Day, so he comes over to the house on the weekends sometimes. So I'll set up GTA for him, and he can play. He likes to play as a policeman. Drive the police car. The new Star Wars movie starts on Friday. Opens Friday. Ooh. Right behind him.
Infiltration successful.
Well, he crashes his police car into people. Well, we will, yes. I think it's early. I don't care that much, you know. So that'll be the week. Just kick back and relax. No big deal this week. No pressure, no nothing. Take some time off from work and let everybody else deal with the grind.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Well, for a long time, I stopped going to the movies. It didn't do anything for me. And I didn't like the crowds. But for Star Wars, something you gotta see in the theaters. Waiting for DVD is not an option. Plus, my niece and nephew are big Star Wars fans and they want to see it with me, so. When we went to see the Star Wars movie Rogue One, they got to see it with me because they know I'm a big Star Wars fan myself. So, it'll be fun. The good stuff, huh? I have nothing near that size. But most of what I do is gaming. So this system I have a 32-inch and a 2.1 is enough. I don't need anything fancy. Of course, if I were to hit the lottery, then that would change, but until then, that's not in the cards. Trains passing in the night.
Infiltration successful.
Thank you. Sometimes all it takes is just a little bit of patience. If only they gave out females as volunteers. That would be helpful. Amigo. Yeah, he's a treat, isn't he? I used him last night. Him and one other character. Now, if you replay that mission where you can once you have Blue Kangaroo in your unit and you have him under direct contract, if you replay that mission again, you will see in that same area where you get him, where the Silent Basilisk is, you will see a low-ranked
Successfully sneak your way into the
quick
heart of the
reload
rival PF's FOB,
soldier.
and you can capture
I think he has like a
staff
C
from them.
rank.
I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits.
I kept him, I collected him, kept him, put him under direct contract, and after one medal, he has a 2 point, he kept the 2.0 staff bonus rating. I think he's an A. So that's of significant use if you want to do a character with the quick reload skill. I think that's my favorite skill. And swimsuits. So this runs essentially a waste of time. I forget what his name is. I'll look him up after I'm finished here. But I used him last night, and it was helpful, especially against some of those mid-range platforms where you do a lot of reloading. So I went with two male characters instead of 2 female characters. Yeah, it's very handy. Yeah! I'll take that. There's only one way to do a swimsuit base, and that's complete no traces. I'm not getting any volunteers out of this one, so I know guys who use Blue Kangaroo for high-level bases. I have one. Obviously, I have him as part of my unit, just to have him. I'm not going to say it's cheating, but it's a little bit of a exploit, I guess. Or not strictly square. I think that's a better way to put it. Because not only do you have a low-ranked soldier, which is fine, but they have a uniquely critical skill for high-level bases. You know, that's I'm a little kind of flat on the concept, you know, just a little. I mean, I'm not disparaging anybody who uses it. But it just seems a little funny, that's all. To have something like that in your arsenal. You know, when I did the water pistol challenge, they didn't specify beforehand that I had to use a female character, and I used Venom, but I did all the other requirements for it.
Infiltration successful.
And it worked. Snake. I didn't use my avatar, I used Snake. And the way I happen to have my loadout, I did that mission basically without anything on the screen. So that was kind of neat. It looked really nice to do that. And it's got a 2.0. No. It's like all I know is they do a lot of they've done quite a few missions. I know that much because they zoomed right past me in the standings. One day they were 4 or 5 spots below me. 2 days later they were several spots ahead of me. So no, I don't.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss. You there?
I never have.
You okay?
Partially because I don't even know how to access Twitch. How you doing, Unique? Good to see you.
All fire teams, this is VP.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Hey, help.
CP, this is Zulu 7. Direct detected. Going on alert. Over.
I mean, I've obviously heard of Twitch,
Understood. Keep your eyes
but I've never accessed it. I don't know where to go for that.
You okay?
CP, this is Zulu 1. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Don't let your guard down. Out. CP, this is Delta 1. Got something worth checking here. How should we proceed?
I need to do medical next.
This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Besides, if Twitch is a website that I can access, I can't access it at work
We've arrived at the scene.
because it's for broadcasting games.
CP. Understood. Check
YouTube, on the other hand, is not blocked by my company's network, so I can watch streams.
CP, this is Zulu 1. Checked it out. Can't see anything unusual.
Good to see you, Fabiano.
This is CP. Understood. Return to your post. Over. CP, this is Zulu 1. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Keep your eyes open. Out.
Infiltration successful.
Volunteer. That's how I build my units. Volunteers. I'm thinking of making another account. And stocking it with PF only staff. See how that would turn out. I don't know. It's hard to tell. Konami has their own thing and their own process and all that, so I'll just keep playing until they say it's over. Hey, Lightning. Good to see you. Hey there. Good to see you.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Minutes.
Be careful down there, boss.
The name is familiar to me, yes.
Hey.
CP, this is Zulu 1. We got damage to an installation. An enemy attack. Over. This is CP. Understood. Check it out immediately. Give us zip. Out.
Hostile!
Really? What a joke.
Infiltration failed.
That is lame.
Try a little
Really?
harder next time.
That's why I laugh when people call me a legend. I make mistakes too. It's never perfect every time out. I do medical again. I'm closing in on 31. Hey JMF. Good to see you, man. After I maxed out my precious metals, processed precious metals, I'm just doing it for the points now. I don't need staff, I don't need resources, just do it for the points. Just have fun. So I do different themes
Successfully sneak your way
each
into the
night.
heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Some nights I'll use Venom Snake, some nights I'll do my girls.
Be careful down there, boss.
So try and mix it up, have fun. Sit down.
Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
Oh, talk about put them down. Gus! I'm not sold on Survive. But doesn't it come out next week or something? I can do everything. From 35 to 78. And on my page for YouTube, I just finished a water pistol challenge on a level 71 combat base. No weapons. So I just prefer, and this is my preference. Where the hell did it go? I'm just throw it in the ocean.
All fire teams, CP. We may have a situation. Whoever's closest, go check it out.
All fire teams, this is CP.
UAV picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
CP, this is Delta 3. Go investigate ASAP. Out. CP, this is Zulu 4. Seeing smoke. Possible enemy attack. Over. Infiltration successful.
Understood. Tighten security and stay alert.
I've done my share of high-level bases. I don't do it all the time, but I can do it. Just refill my plants, that's all. That is a wonderful sight. Look at that. I could do it again, but I won't. I'm not going to worry about it. I used him last night.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
seat. Take a load off.
All units.
This is a mid-range security base. It's better to use the shotgun. Direct action instead of sneaking. On long range, it's easier for the gas pistol, but for mid-range and short range, it's easier for the shotgun.
CP, this is Delta 3. Signs of enemy activity. Tightening security. Over. This is CP. Understood. Check your surroundings. Out.
Well, the grade 8 is decent, but the grade 10 and grade 11 armor has
All units.
outclassed it.
Defend your positions. Out.
It's not worth it to carry on high-level bases. And besides, most people at the high end of the scale use long-range security, so there's no point to carrying it anyways. I just carry the grade 7. Just because. Freezing in place. If you shoot it the right way, it does.
CP, this is Zulu 7. Search complete. No sign of hostiles.
Instead of hitting a guy in the chest, if you aim for his feet, the guards aren't going to see it as well. There's a guy on the combat platform that I'll gas sometimes. I used to hit him in the chest with the gas, but when I started hitting him in the feet, the other guards wouldn't notice. Whereas if I hit him in the chest, they would notice. Of course, on some bases with that same soldier, I can pop him in the head with the shotgun in the helmet, and it'll knock him out.
Infiltration successful.
Yes, aim for the legs, and it still knocks them out. So. Now the grade 8 shotgun works pretty good against grade 9 armor. It'll knock out a grade 9 soldier in one shot, whereas it would take 2 shots for the grade 7. But on grade 10 and grade 11 armor, it's problematic, to say the least. Mid-range. 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 Okay, fine. It's harder to ghost mid-range. or to do no traces. Anyways, on mid-range. I've done it, but it's harder. Long range is easier to pull no traces on.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I'll be here. That's not helpful, to say the least. It's been a while since I've gone this way. Shit, now look.
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP. Delta 2, what's wrong? Come in, Delta 2. CP, this is Delta 6. One let's go attack. Appears to be an enemy force. This is CP, understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
Nah.
CP, this is Zulu 10. I see smoke. Could be enemy activity. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
Oh. Wrong one. Whoa! Whoa. Nah, you shit. Should have turned the power off.
Try a little harder next time.
Ridiculous. mid-range.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
I finished my Skull's Attack S++ staff on my alternate account this morning. I don't have a lot of patience for events anymore, but they're free staff and I gotta earn the points. Then my internet went out on me after I purchased them all, so I got lucky. Waited to the last day of availability.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
But yeah, I'm thinking of making a third account and having only PF staff on in my units. Just something different to tackle. I don't know if this is going to work. Does. Okay. I need you. I need you. I need you.
All
I need you.
units, special
That's
alert.
it.
Defend your position. Out.
Whoops.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
I never noticed the logo there.
Get it. Must be seeing things.
100%.
Infiltration successful.
No traces. And a volunteer. Of course, they don't give you no traces bonus in FOB mode, but I aim for it anyways. And I've done no traces on 2 level 65 bases. One R&D, the other combat. So it is possible to completely non-interact with the guards and still make it through without no. I don't need that. And when you do as many missions as I do, you come up with different methods and stuff. Okay. Use the Stream-Waifu. She has S+ in combat and S in everything else.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Favorite face and the favorite hair. So
Be careful down there, boss.
she has 2 medals and the quick reload skill. She's as maxed out as a female soldier can be. That sounds like Flaming Buffalo.
CP, this is Zulu 6. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
A nuclear weapon.
CP, this is
We could extract it and use it as a deterrent, or dispose of it. What do you think, boss?
This is CP. Understood. Stay alert.
No cameras?
Look out the enemy. Out.
Really?
CP, this is Delta 3. I'm seeing
Oh shit.
This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out.
I used to carry petrol bombs, but it took too long. 100%.
Infiltration successful.
Not too bad. I always keep my nuke runs. I have videos of Snake doing nuke runs in every color FOB camo. Oops, no, 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 no. Do I want that? No, I don't want that. I don't want that either. I'm on vacation this week. Stay home and play video games for 5 days.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I've learned from hard experience not to use that far... Shit. That far,
Someone heard the sensor. Possibly a bird. Process, go and investigate ASAP.
that far entry point because there's a camera right there.
Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest
Got good cameras. Just left the game behind, I guess. Nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you get your fill and you don't want to do it anymore.
Delta 3. Taking enemy fire. No eyes on the shooter. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units on alert. The enemy's hiding somewhere. Find them. Out. Delta 9, what's wrong? Come in, Delta 9.
Skin.
We have a situation. All units on alert.
All fire teams, this is CP.
UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
On occasion, I've thrown the sleep grenade, and I'll knock myself out, and I'll fall right into that mine and kill myself.
Infiltration successful.
So I gotta be careful. I need to make a short pit stop. I will be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. I prefer to keep my resources topped up. I don't like to use them all up and then have to replay many missions to fill them back up again. So if I do a large item mission, I'll try and recover my costs as soon as I can. Already hit him yesterday. Just for some fun, something different. I forgot to clean up my staff management portion.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
Yeah, for my play style, long range is preferred. Whereas earlier in my FOB career, I could only do mid-range and short range. So I've evolved over time. When I was rebuilding my, or when I was building my alternate account, I didn't have all the same weapons that I normally would use. So I would hit long-range platforms and sneak through without firing a shot. So I could do support, base development, R&D, and combat without firing a shot. Medical you need to really work on. And you essentially only get lucky with no traces on medical depending on what's on the core platform in terms of cameras and whatnot. It's very uneven. I like to mark people. And for a long, excuse me, for a long time, I didn't use the riot pistol because it was so expensive. But I use it all the time now, so it's worth the cost. And it's bailed me out of more than one jam. Pretty deeply. fine be that way. Clowns.
Infiltration successful.
And in my experience, combat gives out the most S++ volunteers. Like this one. So you can use combat as a farming resource in that when you give your S++ staff medals, oftentimes they will gain a S++ category when they get 1 or 2 medals. And I have farmed out quite a few combat staff that way in other units. So running combat platforms can have an extra benefit in that you can create super soldiers with medals. And the same goes for R&D. When you run Mission 22 and give your staff medals, you create super soldiers. And I've farmed out quite a few R&D staff to other units that way as well. So giving your staff medals is a big deal. Ranger 2. Okay. So between doing R&D and combat, you potentially could, you know, build yourself some pretty good staff. Just depends on your persistence with the program. I mean, at one point I had something like 80 multi-S++ staff in my security team that were all direct contracted, and they weren't doing anything except pumping up my security team level.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
So when I chose to go for all S++ in every unit, that was one method that I chose how to do that. So my intel team, for example, has quite a few combat staff that have at least more than 1 medal and S++ in intel. So for some reason it just does not work all the time. It gets on my nerves.
All fire teams, this is CP.
Don't run, you only die tired.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Gotta say, that shotgun is the greatest thing ever. I love it. Now in Metal Gear Online 1, you had a sawed-off shotgun that was like what the Ocelot unit used, and people hated it because it would put you down on the ground. It would take 2 shots to kill you, but it would put you would be thrown backwards. And in Metal Gear Online 2, you had a shotgun that was decent, but not overpowered. I use it all the time. I liked using shotguns. And you could use non-lethal ammo with it.
CP, this is Delta 3. Check it out. Can't see anything unusual. Over. This is CP. Understood. Return to your post. Over.
It was good. I liked it.
All units, special alert. Defend your position.
Of course, we didn't get the grade 7 shotgun until an update. It wasn't originally in the main game. And I've used it for so long that I can't go without. Only the riot-suited guards could take damage from it. Everybody else, it knocks them out flat.
Infiltration successful.
Now, of course, some days you get a lot of volunteers. Some days you don't get any. I don't know the formula. I couldn't tell you what works and what doesn't. I've done it. I've received S++ volunteers in all kinds of situations. Combat alerts, straight up murder, no traces, perfect stealth, no kills. Bases that have no containers on them, that are level 39. So, just depends on what the game decides on its own. It's 10th.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the
Well-
rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Long range is best if you're a high-level base and have custom mines
Be
and
careful down there, boss.
cameras. The reason that is that if someone were to detonate a mine, without neutralizing the snipers, fucking swimsuits. Fine, be that way. It's a waste of time here, but I'm gonna go through it anyways. If you don't neutralize the snipers beforehand, they will focus. And so that is a huge plus in long range's favor. If you don't have custom cameras and mines, however, there are gaps in the guards' patrol patterns and coverage that a skilled intruder can use to their advantage. And that's typically what I do with long-range bases, is that I exploit or use to my advantage the gaps in guard coverage, because they're not looking around or moving around as well as you'd want them to, because they have to be stationed at certain spots for the sniper weapons to be used to full effect. And those sniper weapons can do a lot of damage if you activate, if you get into a combat situation with them. So that's a you know, what makes long range so attractive is that if you have custom mines and cameras and an intruder doesn't take care to neutralize the snipers, explosions can give the intruder a lot of trouble. And if I were to activate a soft alert, then their awareness goes up and they start looking through their scopes and everything changes. You don't have any free reign anymore. So that's another thing in long range's favor. So that if I were to activate a soft alert, I wouldn't be able to sneak through because someone would be watching, because they're looking through their weapons because they're on soft alert. Now mid-range is acceptable. Mid and short range are acceptable for two reasons. In the case of nuke weapon holders, people who like to rush through in their battle dress and their shields have a harder time with the machine guns and assault rifles that mid-range uses. Even with grade 11 battle dress, it's harder for a rusher to get through mid-range than it is short range. So if they're trying to reach the nuke and run through and combat alerts everywhere and all that, it becomes really problematic, because the guards can focus their fire on you and take you out pretty quickly if you don't know what you're doing. The obvious disadvantage for mid-range and short range is everybody's on the same platform, eye to eye. You're not going to find people you know, high up, you know, up in the cranes and all that, everyone's going to be on the same deck as you. And you can move around and deal with them in your own way. Sleep gas, Hannah Jehudi, shotguns, you know, however you want. That's the key minus to short range and mid range. Mid range and short range. Excuse me. Excuse me. Mid-range and short-range essentially cede ground to the attacker, and a skilled attacker knows what to do against mid-range staff as opposed to long-range. So, short-range, the shields are problematic only if you get into a combat alert. Yeah, I've done hidden space already. I'm not doing that again. If you're using Snake and have the Hannah Jehudi, you can literally pull the shield out of their hands, pull them out from behind their shields. I was on this guy's base a couple days ago. So, okay. Okay, the last base I did was long range. This is mid range. So the patrol patterns are different, and the guard interaction will be different. So you just saw my last run on long range on this very same layout. Now on this, with the mid-range security, my run is going to be very different. Well, hopefully anyways.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
And if you have it, and what it boils down to also is that depending on the quality of your attacker,
Be careful down there, boss.
your security won't really matter. You're going to take the loss no matter what, depending on the type of people that come after you. Okay, if you have someone, say like Memo or Philandrianos or JMF or whoever, you know, they can sneak through your defenses without a lot of trouble. They have experience in doing that. That's how Memo got to be first overall. I don't care what Biostats guy says. You may have that one, but I know Memo's better. Okay. So you can have, like I said, you can have the trickiest mine setup ever, but with the grade 10 wormhole and seafloor glitches and other things, it's not going to matter. That's why I don't have custom mines and cameras on my base anymore. And of course, if you get a killer on your base, like a unique or a, you know, person of that caliber, they will massacre your staff no matter what. Okay? It's not going to matter what you do or don't do. Ah, crap. Really? You know what? No.
Don't move. Don't do it.
I'm not waiting for you. Okay. So there's the guard that I marked before on the long range. There's a guy up there on top. But my route is going to be the same. Hopefully. Anyways. Since I didn't arouse any suspicion of those two other guards. Ah, crap. Okay. It's now blown. Oh, you really?
Taking fire!
You fucking kidding me? So now it just goes completely haywire. Gotta go loud.
This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt?
See?
Try a little harder next time.
Very different than my last one. Same platform. Different security level. One victory with no traces, the other a defeat. Of course, I could have used all my weapons, but I didn't. And no wormhole. Well, you can see the difference between the two security systems. Okay. Now, if I had gotten into a combat alert with a sniper, I'm dead. You know, it's very difficult to survive a gun battle with a low-skilled soldier. Okay. Now I'm going to use this as a training exercise. This is how I handle long range or high level bases. I don't do anything majorly different, but I carry the grade 10 riot pistol on combat platforms because the costs incurred are covered by your rewards at the end. That's provided I don't fail. But we'll see.
Successfully sneak your way into the
I
heart
didn't
of the
even read
rival
his
PF's FOB.
system.
You can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward
How you
to
doing,
meeting
Spider?
the
Good to see you.
boss.
Long range security, custom mines, whole 9 yards. Does he have the battery? Yeah, he does. Battery UAV and all. So, having done thousands of combat platforms, the North Pacific platform is the easiest one for me. Ooh-wee. Wow, that's ugly.
CP, this is Zulu 10. There was an explosion. Damage unknown. Over. This is CP. Understood. All units, stay on guard and find any intruders. Out.
Again, how I do high-level bases is a lot different than everybody else. I don't use a non-lethal sniper rifle. I don't like playing the goalpost game. Breathe deeply. Where you're hitting iron with your shots, hitting their helmets instead of their faces. I don't like that. But that's me. And it so happens that on combat platforms, I can make back what I spend. Pretty well.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
That was a waste. Well, that was good. In the sense that I got an idea. I try and figure it out as it happens. You know? Now, because he had used up his cameras and mines, I don't believe he would have anything on the core platform. Yeah, I need to recover first.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF.
I have to check his layout next time
I'll be
he's
looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
open. He has mines on the last platform. I don't think he does.
Be careful down there, boss.
And I've done some minor research into using C4 or anti-tank mines on those, but just not something I have a lot of interest in. Okay. I mentioned before shooting a guy in the feet with the sleep gas. This guy here is that guy that I'm talking about. So what I'm going to do instead is shoot him in the head. Obviously it invalidates no traces, but I don't really care about that. And he stays down for the rest of the match. I could do the dolphin dive better, I could make this a breeze, but as I've learned in recent days, it messes up my timing. Get to places where you should, or you shouldn't. And the UAVs and whatnot are waiting for you. See, with mid-range security, I could literally walk up to the front door, throw some smoke or some gas, knock out the guards, and go up to the top. But because this is long range, and they would see me walking up to the front door, I gotta go in through the side instead. So your tactics change according to the security level. They're all moving around up there. Actually, I think I could have tanked that mine and not had a problem. I don't think the snipers would have seen me. But, hey. Shit out of luck.
Hands up.
Don't shoot!
You too. One more.
Infiltration successful.
So I just made my costs back from that aborted run. Not too bad. I mean, it's not exactly the same, but it's close enough. Okay, same platform, different force level. Use my riot pistol.
Successfully sneak your way into
How are
the
you,
heart
Jack?
of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
unfortunately. Now in this instance, the lethal, non-lethal portion doesn't really matter. If this was non-lethal, I would carry the same weapons. Just the pistol would be different.
Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out. CP, this is Delta 4. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. Hey, this is CP. Understood.
I knew you were there, you clown. I knew he was there. Again, that's experience talking. I knew that that guard was down there on mid-range. And as a general rule, I don't use Nocto until the last platform. It's just something I've came up with on my own. So on the long range, I stood here and marked everybody. Because they're already in soft alert, it's hard to see where everybody is. So there's a difference there. But because it's not long range, I can literally walk up to the front door and no one's going to bother me. So I got my sleep grenades. And I throw them exactly like this. Now comes the Nocto. Always move around. Keep your camera focused. And right there. And that'll be it. That should be it anyways. Because I had marked the UAV, I know they're there. Adios.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB.
Easy.
Infiltration successful.
So you can see the difference in the two security systems. And a volunteer. So again, that's how I do it. I only use the grade 5 sleep grenades. The grade 7s would drench the platform in gas and everybody would be out, but they're expensive. So okay, West. Okay. Blue Fortune. That's a cool name.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
I mean, I have my preferred platform layouts that I like to attack. The long range setup in conjunction with certain layouts puts the security team at a disadvantage. So that's, again, without the benefit of custom mines and cameras. If you have a straight base with just, you know, normal equipment, a skilled attacker can negotiate their way through without any problems. And a lot of high-end players are like that. I personally don't prefer to interact with the guards unless I absolutely have to. Like that. I didn't want that, but I'm trying to be cute. So even on soft alert, the snipers are at a disadvantage. They can't see me. And custom mines obviously make it harder still. Take that, bitches. Now, of course, rain will muffle your footsteps. So if it's raining, you have an advantage. A little behind schedule. Now, of course, my #1 rule is always keep moving. Don't stop for nothing.
Infiltration
Take it.
successful.
Volunteer. Got one extra. There you are. And you're in the wrong category too. That's pretty funny. Okay. Resources. Getting up to that 2,000 mark. Once I hit 2,000, I'm not going to steal anymore. Armaments risk. Let's do intel. I hate intel, but we'll do it anyways. But we'll do it just a little different.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I can skate on the costs of the grade 7 sleep grenades
Be careful
because the
down there, boss.
rewards will cover. And I only do mid-range intel anyways. It's a waste of time.
All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
I mean, people like to do long range and put people to sleep and everything else. And that's perfectly fine. Earns people a lot of points.
All fire teams, this is CP. Possibly an intruder. Whoever's closest, go and investigate ASAP.
I'm not comfortable doing that. Five feet away and I missed. Really? Incidentally, this intel layout is one of the easiest to get through. If I had a preferred intel layout, it would be this one. But I don't really prefer it because I don't really care about intel.
CP, this is Zulu 10. One of us got attacked. Appears to be an enemy force. This is CP. Understood. Stay alert and smoke out the enemy. Out. CP, this is Delta 3. I can see smoke. Possible enemy sabotage. Over. This is CP. Understood. Tighten security and stay alert. Out. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. All fire teams, this is CP. Security cams picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Delta 4. We'll investigate immediately. Out. CP, this is Delta 4. Checked it out. Can't see anything unusual. Over. This is CP. Understood. Return to your post. Over. All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate.
All right.
Infiltration successful.
That's how I do it. Again, other people do it different. $850 African peach. So my costs for the grade 7 sleep grenades is covered. Now I don't get any Haoma, but that's fine. I can get that through other means, combat or medical. Marco, in my experience, the best way to get S++ staff is through volunteers earned by running bases level 39 to 49. And I've done quite a few missions today where I get S++ volunteers by doing exactly that.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
It's kind of funny. My playstyle is evolved around carrying a pistol and nothing else. Pistol is my primary weapon most times. Right there a moment ago. Thanks, Fox Engine. Let's not get cute, not this time. Watch those sensors. Damn it, really?
All fire teams, this is CP. UAV's picked up a man in trouble. Nearest unit, go investigate. CP, this is Zulu 2. Investigating now. Out.
At least one more. Wouldn't it be funny if the grade 12 UAV was completely silent? That'd be pretty cool. Number 10? Yes, it is. There we go.
Infiltration successful.
Not too bad. Getting there. No, I would like to see a silent UAV. I think that would be cool. You did your time. It's time for someone else to do the work. Medical. Command platform.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOV, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
Be careful down there, boss.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. Out.
Now, of course, with command platforms, non-lethal, you can do no traces, which I'm going to try today, on this match. Really? They're not helping.
All units, special alert. Defend your position. out.
This guy has messed with his settings. God damn it, really?
All units, special alert. Defend your positions. Out.
This is where shit gets sideways. Yes!
All units, special alert. Defend your positions.
Oh, God damn it, really? What a joke. Fine.
Infiltration failed. Are you hurt? Try a little harder next time.
Came close. Came close. If I had slowed down, let that guy process and say, hey, there's somebody there, maybe I would have beaten it. But I've done no traces on command before, so I know it's possible. You know what? No. I don't need his act. This is going to be my last match for this edition. I need to take a break and move around a little. I've been sitting on my ass for a couple of hours and I'm feeling it. So I'll be back on in a little while, get something to eat, relax for a little bit, and then come back to it. I'll be on later today.
Successfully sneak your way into the heart of the rival PF's FOB, and you can capture staff from them. I'll be looking forward to meeting the new recruits, boss.
I think the next edition will be just Snake.
Be careful.
Not sure yet. I haven't decided. Maybe some single player, I don't know. Depends on how I feel. I did one earlier in the stream. I used my my quick reload female. Did pretty good on it too. Got through unscathed. Yeah, I think so. It's just a two-platform, long-range nuke. It wasn't anything special. But I got the nuke and got to the core. So any nuke success is fine by me. Again, my philosophy is not dealing with the guards. That way I can get to the core platform and not have to worry about shooting angles or any of that nonsense. I don't like support. I can do it, but it's it has its issues, namely the single entrance to the core area. On other platforms you have multiple ways of getting to the core. In support you have one. You have to go down the stairs. And that's something I'm not a fan of. All zeros.
Infiltration successful.
Okay, so that'll be it for now. I figure about an hour or two I'll be back. I appreciate you guys very much, as always. And I will see y'all soon.